I'm Hailianna Grace, and welcome to day 20 of Begin Again, your 28-day yoga journey. Today's theme is You Are Enough, so whenever you're ready, come and meet me on your mat. To begin in today's class, we'll come down onto our mats, coming into a comfortable seat, crossing the legs. Palms can rest on the knees or the thighs, and you can dip the chin slightly, soften the gaze, maybe close the eyes. Taking a moment here to ground in. Letting your mind start to settle. And today's theme being You Are Enough. We can start by affirming that. And you can whisper to yourself or think to yourself, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. And we'll take a deep breath together, breathing in through the nose. And breathing out through the nose. And you can start to blink the eyes open if they were closed. And we'll just start with a hug, hugging ourselves, wrapping the arms around our back, bringing our hands to maybe our scapula or shoulder blades. And you can gently start to give yourself a massage here with your fingers and your hands, rubbing all over the back, just giving yourself a lot of love today. And don't forget your breath, taking full breaths. And when you're ready, you can switch sides, bringing the other arm to come over the top. And continue giving yourself a massage. Maybe you find a new spot. And we'll release that, bringing the legs together, coming into an all fours position, widening the knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Send the seat all the way back to the heels and walk your hands forward, resting your forehead on your mat. Child's pose. We'll stay in child's pose for a few breaths. Allowing the upper body and lower body to soften and relax here. Feeling the belly hang down as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel your body soften just a little bit more. And we'll do some side stretches, walking the hands over to the right, letting the left palm rest on top of the right hand, plugging that left shoulder down towards the mat. feeling a nice long stretch along the left seam of the body. Breathing here. And inhale, walk the hands back to center, pausing for just a moment before walking the hands over towards the left side now. Right palm rests on top of the left hand, and we rotate that right shoulder down towards the mat. Feeling this stretch along the right side now. On your next in-breath, walk your hands back to center, pause for a moment before lifting your hips up, coming into that all-fours position. Curling the back toes under, deep breath in, lengthen the stance, widening the fingers, palms or shoulders distance apart. And on your next exhale, lift the hips high to the sky, coming into our first down dog. And if the hamstrings are tight, you can pedal out the legs. Biceps are in line with the ears. Heart is yearning towards the tops of the thighs. And we always keep a bend in our knees to create space for our back. Pressing into the first finger and thumb side of the palms. Inhale, shift your weight forward into plank pose, lowering the hips a little bit more. Deep breath in, and on your exhale, maybe lower the knees or lower yourself down in one straight line onto your belly. Untucking the toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, engaging in the legs so much so your kneecaps lift. And inhale your heart and hands up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, really pressing into the tops of the feet, lift. Exhale, lower. We'll do one more. Really pressing into the feet and drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, rise. And exhale, release. Curl the back toes under. Press yourself up into downward facing dog once more. Look to the hands and walk the feet to them, keeping the feet hips distance apart here. Deep breath in, and on the exhale, fold over the legs completely, letting the head and neck drop. There's a bend in the knees, as much of a bend as you need today. And you can grab opposite elbows, maybe do a ragdoll fold, swaying side to side gently. Making sure your weight is evenly distributed between both feet. Find stillness in the center and inhale your halfway lift, drawing the shoulders down the back. Hands come to the shins or the thighs or the knees. Gazing to our mat beneath you. Exhale, fold. And inhale slowly, one vertebra at a time, round this through the spine, coming up to Tadasana, standing pose. Head is the last thing to come up, and inhale. Your arms up and overhead, maybe gaze up as the palms touch. And exhale, palms come through to heart center. Dip the chin and maybe close the eyes here. And you can revisit the theme for today and tell yourself again, I am enough. exactly as I am. I am enough. I am enough. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. And exhale, let the arms float down to your sides. We're going to do a bit of a Uttanasana variation here, taking the left foot to the center of the mat and the right foot in front of that left foot. And you might need to wobble a little bit before finding your balance, gripping the mat with your toes. And if you'd like, you can have the arms out wide here to help your balance. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, bend slightly in both knees as you fold forward. Fingertips can rest on the mat, or maybe both palms reach wherever you are, keeping a nice gentle bend in the knees, letting the crown of the head relax down. Breathe into this. Inhale your halfway lift. And on the next inhale, hands to your hips and lift yourself up. A little bit of a wobble, that's okay. And we'll reposition the feet to do the other side, bringing the right foot to the center of the mat and the left in front. Grip the mat with the toes. This really helps the balance. Deep breath in, arms out wide if you like. And exhale, fold. Little bend in the knees. If you almost fall, don't worry. And relax completely here, letting the crown of the head face the earth. Breathing into this stretch, wherever you're feeling it. On your exhale, working to soften in those areas. Deep breath in, your halfway lift. Bring your hands to your hips, and on your next inhale, lift up completely, bringing the feet back to hips width apart. Inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. And exhale, swan dive, bend in the knees, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms, step one foot back and then the other, coming into plank. Lowering the hips just a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower down onto your belly. Untucking the toes, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. We'll do one cobra here. Inhale, heart lifts. Pressing into the mat, squeezing the elbows towards the side body. Exhale, release, curl the back toes under, and lift yourself up into your downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg straight up and back, keeping the hips squared. Right toes are flexed and pointing towards the bottom of the mat. Inhale, lift that leg just a little bit higher. And exhale, bend the knee, step or carry the foot through to the spot between the hands. Let that back left knee gently come to meet the mat. And as you're ready, inhale, circle the arms down, around, and up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Deep breath in, and on the out breath, let the shoulders glide down the back. Upper body is soft. Front ribs are closed. And as you're ready, straighten that front leg. Flex through the right foot. Toes are really reaching towards your face, slight bend in the knees. And on the exhale, fold over this front leg. You can have a slight bend in the right knee if you like. Inhale, getting longer. And exhale, folding. Inhale, shift your weight forward, rebend in that knee, plant the left palm on the inner side of that right foot, curl the back toes under, and lift the right arm high to the sky in this twist. Maybe lift the left knee off the mat. Deep breath. Then on your next exhale, right hand comes down to frame the foot. Step it back, plank pose, chaturanga, up dog, maybe your baby cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg straight up and back, keeping the hips squared, left toes are pointing down. Inhale, that leg lifts a little higher. And exhale, bend in the knee. Step it through. Right knee meets the mat, untucking those back toes. Left knee is over the left ankle, and inhale, arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge on the other side. Keeping those front ribs in and closed, squeezing the tummy up and in. Inhale. And exhale, the shoulders relax down. Squeezing the thighs towards one another to keep your balance. As you're ready, inhale, straighten that front leg. Folding forward, keeping that left foot flexed, toes are reaching towards your face. Slight bend in that left knee if you like, keeping the hip in place. Inhale, get tall, get long. And exhale, fold. And on your next inhale, come to center, bending in the left knee. Right palm comes down onto the mat, and inhale the left arm up high to the sky. Curl the right toes under and maybe lift that right knee up. Open twist. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And on your next out breath, left hand comes down, hands are framing the foot, step this left foot back to meet the right, plank pose, lower the hips slightly. You can do your traditional vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, or continue with the baby cobras wherever you are. Inhale, rising, and exhale, getting into our downward dog. You can take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. And we're going to do a bit of a twist in this down dog. We'll work on shifting our weight into the left palm a little bit more, lifting this right palm up off the mat, and maybe bring this right palm to the outer edge of that left shin or ankle, and then shift your gaze under the left armpit, maybe look up towards the sky. Breathing in here. And as you're ready, come back to down dog. Work on lifting the left palm up and bringing it to the outer edge of that right leg, whether it's the shin or the ankle. And gazing up underneath the right armpit, looking towards the sky. Don't forget to breathe. And come back to center now. Pedaling out the legs. And on your next out breath, let the knees come down onto the mat. We're going to start coming down onto the floor. Bring your seat down and extend both legs out in front of you, straight, flexing through both feet. Inhale, getting tall, maybe adjust yourself So you're sitting on the front of your sit bones. And you can bend in the knees for a little, for the first few breaths here as you fold over. And maybe as you're here, you adjust yourself. And on each exhale, maybe you work to straighten the legs a little more, a little more. Or maybe they just stay bent. And don't forget your breath here. And keeping those feet flexed. Inhale, gently start to press yourself up. And start to extend one leg and then the other completely out. And lowering yourself down onto the mat. Adjusting as you need to, bringing the hips over to the right a little bit. Maybe you bend in the knees and press into the bottom of the feet as you shift over towards the right, extending the left leg straighten down and bringing the left palm to the outside of that right knee as you guide it over to the left. And you can extend the right arm out straight to the right and maybe look over the right shoulder. Coming into this supine twist. On your next in-breath, come back to center. Adjusting your hips into the middle of the mat and then over to the left. Extending the right leg long and straight. Left hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Right hand. As you guide that left knee over to the right. Extending your left arm out straight. Maybe gaze over the left shoulder. Taking full breaths here still. Inhale, come back to center, adjusting the hips. Coming back to the middle of the mat, extending the arms alongside the body, palms face up, let the legs straighten and soften. Maybe lift your hips up and round through the spine slightly so when you lower, your low back meets the mat. Let the feet fall away from one another. And close the eyes now. You can soften the jaw and the spot between your brow. And you can allow yourself to let go of the breath here in this Shavasana pose, just letting it go back to its natural rhythm. And think to yourself once more while we're here that you are enough. Maybe there's a moment in your life where you felt that you weren't enough. But here today, you can remind yourself that that's so not true, it's so false. You are more than enough, exactly as you are. As you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bringing one knee into the chest and then the other, giving yourself a squeeze. Maybe gently rocking side to side, giving your back a nice massage. And let yourself fall to the right, using your right forearm as a pillow. Keeping the eyes closed, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Dipping the chin slightly and bringing the palms to touch at heart center. You can start to blink the eyes open, coming back into the room. Thank you so much for practicing with me today for day 20. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for day 21. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked today's class, please give this video a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel so you get notified every time I post a new upload and a new class. And if you'd like to support me further, you can go to the link in the drop box below, and you can buy me a coffee and Sonia here a doggy cookie. From my heart to yours, namaste.